Hey everybody, ignore the Fire Emblem character on the screen right now. Today, we are going to be learning about YouTube. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube educational stuff recently, and what I mean by that is specifically how to grow a YouTube channel and how to get views. And I've been listening a lot to what some of the top creators have to say, lots of Mr. Beast, lots of just people who come up with ideas, and I've been hearing a lot about like obviously titles and thumbnails are very important. The content of the video is extremely important. Quality over quantity is more important nowadays. We got a new Fire Emblem character. So I'm here on my YouTube homepage here. A lot of it is just like gaming content and music. And I wanted to kind of go through and look at thumbnails that I think are really good and some that are, could be better. Because I've been trying to research thumbnails a lot, and what a thumbnail is supposed to do is it is supposed to open this thing called a curiosity loop or whatever, which basically makes the viewer curious. But I wanted to look at some titles and thumbnails, and I wanted to take a look at the ones that I would not click on versus the ones I would click on, and why. So I guess the first one that comes to mind is this one here. I ranked all 12 bosses in Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I think this one could be a lot better, for sure. I guess this is just me, criticizing random YouTubers. I feel like that's kind of bad, but it's more of a self-study sort of thing. So I feel like the thumbnail could be a lot better. It's kind of hard to grab. It's not really grabbing my attention. All the 12 bosses in Breath of the Wild, I don't even know what the 12 bosses are. And even then, I don't know. I feel like the thumbnail could just be better. I don't even know how. I feel like when I look at something like this, though, I'm not that interested, right? Especially because I know I've played Breath of the Wild, and half the bosses in that game are literally the exact same. So I don't feel like I care about what Blight Ganon is above the other, except for Thunderblight, though. That's the best one, for sure. I guess this one is a bit of an interesting one. Zoom Zyke has created quite a few of these identifying luck Mario Party. It's the best videos on their channel, and they tend to perform really well. This could also be because of the hour length. I don't know how much research goes into these, but I did, as you can see, I clicked on these two, and looking at both of these, I just think I kind of lost interest pretty early on and never really looked at any of the others. But it has a very interesting title because it's identifying luck Mario Party 3, and if you know about Mario Party, you know that there's a lot of luck involved. And, when you, think about identifying luck, that kind of makes me be I wonder what kind of luck is there to identify? And that's basically exactly what the title says. But, it makes me kind of curious. That's the biggest thing, is you want to get your viewers curious. This is another really good one. The end of Winnie the Pooh. Huh? Is Winnie the Pooh ending? Is there just no more content? It makes sense because I haven't seen any Winnie the Pooh content out recently. I think this is a good combination. I've never seen this YouTuber Ed Ake before, but I feel like this is a pretty good thumbnail title here. I think that's good. I think it's definitely good. I'm not really sure what I would improve with that one. I do really like this one, though. The quest to beat Abney 317. I think this one's pretty interesting because it is by Summoning Salt, which for those who don't know, they make speedrunning content. They tell stories about speedrun content, and they get lots of views. And I think one of the biggest things is because they are very driven by stories. Speedruns are very interesting just on their own because there are so many techniques involved in speedrunning. And these thumbnails aren't anything super crazy, but all you really need for something like this is it's a speedrun, so the thumbnail doesn't matter too hard. All you need to know is the game. So immediately, the quest to beat Abney 317, I already know it's Mario Kart 64. It says Mario Kart right there, you got a character right there, easy. You got whoever this is, Master Chief, I'm pretty sure. Mario Bros 3, easy, simple enough. None of these are super crazy. I would even say that these two, weirdly enough, are bad thumbnails, but they're good thumbnails. This is such a low res image of Mario, but it's perfect because he's doing a little speedrun trick with the backwards long jump. And this one's really good too, where it looks like Mario should be dying to the Piranha Plant, but he's not. The human limit maybe is passing right through it. I don't know, I think it's good. And the ultra shortcut shows Funky Kong flying over lava. These are really good thumbnails. And I don't know, I think that's cool. I think that's really cool because they don't seem like they should be that good, but it's also like the history of, or like this is the story. It shows the story of like these speedrunners, many different speedrunners, coming up with different ideas. So I really like these because like story is really important in a YouTube video. And Summoning Salt does make great content. I really actually have to check out this video. I'm curious to see what the quest is going to be. What kind of quest is up with that? Coney, Smash Creator, Goombas. Yeah, I mean, I'm not clicking on that. That feels like something I would make. You got the funny YouTuber face. You got Goombella from 1,000 Year Door. I don't know. I mean, I don't really think. It's not gonna do that, I guess. Let's see. This is a good one by Rockotar. Why Syndrome is an incredible villain. That just seems like a video essay. A genius blinded by jealousy. I feel like the thumbnail could be better. I think the title is just fine, though. I think Why Syndrome is an incredible villain. It is a good title. I think everybody knows Why Syndrome is great. Well, maybe not everybody. That's the whole reason why you want to click on the video. It's like maybe you want to, he's a good villain, but maybe you want to know why he's a good villain, hence why they say why. And I've been noticing, invoking curiosity is pretty easy. Maybe there's like a YouTube hack. Like who, what, when, where, why, how. The 6 questions of like curiosity. And I feel like it's kind of like a bit of a cheat to like use those words in your title, depending on, how. Here we go, Aldone. Aldone has been making some really good content recently. And if you look at their titles, almost every single one begins with why. Every single one begins with why. Now, of course, I've watched quite a few of these. But a lot of them have like why. And, they've been having like some, it's weird. Their channel has had some ups and downs with viewership. But, they pump out content really fast. And I would definitely say, like, if you're interested in, like, anything Disney or Pixar, subscribe to Aldone. I'm sorry, just subscribe to them. They're so good. I need to watch so many more of their videos. I was binging a lot on this channel, and I was on my second channel. I've seen, I think, like, most of their content. It's really good. I think their thumbnail, they do have, like, a very simple format where they just have, like, the same sort of texts right in the center. These ones are really good. You say Death of the Perfect Villain, the perfect sequel, Jack Horner the perfect villain. This is, I think, their most popular video is the Jack Horner one. Saying the perfect villain, this is obviously when the movie was still super popular. So the trend definitely helped, boost these Puss in Boots videos. Maybe not so much for the first one, but definitely these 3, and especially the Jack Horner one. And that was a very big popular movie. And when they say the perfect villain, people already know, well, he's a good villain, but kind of want to know like what other people think about him. Like, why is he the perfect villain though? It makes me interested. And they didn't say like the why here, but WALL-E, the perfect film. I feel like it's weird. I almost feel like I don't know. Now it's weird because they say, the perfect this, the perfect this. Everything is like has the word perfect in it. Perfect failure is definitely an interesting one. And then this one, I don't know. It doesn't really catch me as much, even though it feels good. The perfect film. I guess it's just because maybe it's not as trending. I don't know. I feel like maybe it just doesn't work for the WALL-E. I do really like WALL-E. I do think it's really good though. This one's really good. The Pixar sequels don't work. Again, I do feel like the thin text was probably. I think they do better with like the thicker text. And just in general, I feel like the thumbnail is like a little too dark, and it's a bit uneven. Lightning McQueen is like more in place than Woody and Elastigirl. You can barely even tell that's Elastigirl if you like scroll right by it. But I feel like it could be like brighter, more saturated or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just like really analyzing this one person's channel. They make really good content though, so I definitely recommend them. Perfectly Simple, yeah. They do like the perfectly word, and it's like this is a very new channel too. This is 5 months ago, and they're already popping off, dude. I think they were, they were at like 22K subscribers like a few weeks ago. I want to say they've been getting a lot of traction recently. This is one I definitely want to watch, actually. I want to see what their thoughts are on Tangled. Sorry, I'm going on a bit of a rant here, of course. Another big creator, I guess, is Smallland. Smallland does video game challenges, for those who haven't seen. I've seen most of his videos. And, I think what's really good about his, like, obviously, like, the video game challenges really pop off. I think this one was insane. I watched this one. This one was insane because, like, you think about Breath of the Wild, and if you know anything about Breath of the Wild, which, the game sold however many copies, like over 20 million. So, and like people also watch content on Breath of the Wild. So when you look at like something like this, it's like, oh my gosh, you did all of Breath of the Wild in a single day. Like I played so much Breath of the Wild and I still have 100% of the game, 6 years after it came out. I haven't 100%ed it, but he did it in one day. It's just like, how did he do that? I don't even remember. I should probably rewatch the video. And, even just that in speedruns, I think in general, like when it says like speedrun at the time, I think speedrun automatically is just like a really big keyword in gaming content, because like speedrun, obviously it's like, it's going to be super technical, super flashy, lots of cool things are going to be happening. And, like speedrunners have to work really, really hard to be able to speedrun a game. Whereas like when you casually play through a game, like nobody wants to watch you do that. I mean, case in point, let's take a look at my channel here, my gaming channel here. We're taking a look at my gaming channel recommendations, by the way. But like, we look at my content, it's just like, who's gonna want to click on To the Water Temple? Like nobody cares about that. Obviously, I'm making content on this game because I love it, but Let's Plays, like, they suck. They suck nowadays. In the past, they used to do really well. A good example of that being Maryland. We can see, like, dude, 1 million views, Pokemon White Part 122, The Abyssal Ruins. Do you know how many views, like, a video like this nowadays would get? Like 100, maybe. And it got 1 million 10 years ago. It's crazy to think about, dude. Like, dude, some of these thumbnails aren't even like that. Like, this is kind of cool, because, like, ooh, I wonder what's in there. It's a good thumbnail. This is also a really good series as well. I actually rewatched this Let's Play series. But, it's so simple, like 800,000 views. And again, Maryland is a great YouTuber. I don't think he's made too much content as of recent. Yeah, mainly trading card unboxing videos. But, he used to do like lots of Let's Plays in the past and like lots of different creative stuff in the past. And his content's, godlike, dude. It's really, really good. But it's like, it's like, okay, look, Pokemon Diamond Part 1, A New Journey, boom, all you see is Chimchar. 400,000 views 11 years ago. Obviously, this is accumulated over the years, that many views. But even then, that's crazy to think about. That many views. This is the kind of stuff that would have one view nowadays. You look at this, that's one view. And then randomly, sometimes you'll see something like this, and it pops off, and it gets, like, tons of views, even though it has, like, the most garbage thumbnail and garbage title, which makes no sense. This one right here, fans made a better Amphibia game than Disney. I knew this video would pop off. I actually knew this video would pop off. Sometimes when I upload a video, I'm just like, I don't know. But I looked at this, I saw the title, I saw the thumbnail, I was like, yeah, this video's gonna get big. I already knew it. And like, Amphibia has been over for so long after, like, let's see when my last Amphibia video was, like a long time ago, like Marcy's Journal. Amphibia ended, wherever my last review of it is, yeah, a year ago, boom. And then like, this was like, what, a few months ago? 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So it's like, 8+ months of like Amphibia not being like super trendy anymore. But I knew this would pop off because obviously fans making a better game than Disney is a good title, because it's like, wow, wait, so first off, company bad, funny, fans are cool, somebody made this, and it's got that sort of, element where it's like you see all the characters from Amphibia, but you don't really see much else besides the game. You hover over it and like, ooh, that kind of looks cool. Like Anne's running around in the game, that looks good. And this game's amazing, by the way. If you want to watch the video, if you like Amphibia, you can support the creators like that. It's a really good game. I'm kind of just going on a rant here, but I knew this was like a good title and thumbnail combination. I knew it was gonna be good. And then I like look at some of my other videos, and like Hunger Games Alice 2, like I knew that's gonna be good because it already, it's just like, it's popular because of the trend. But my recent videos have been pretty bad. Like I think this is actually a really bad title and thumbnail combination. I'm probably gonna change it up later. Like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse made me a Spider-Man fan. I wasn't before. You can't even read the whole thing. I think I'm gonna change it to be like, I don't know, something else. Cause like you're supposed to choose like very extreme words, I guess. Like now we're on my 3rd channel, and now it's just like very disgusting. It's just like all Mr. Beast, bro. This is where I've just been looking at like, do better titles and whatnot. But look at like all the titles. You could definitely see like the difference in titles. Pro editor roast a freaking guy, worst video, write better YouTube thumbnail titles. I mean, that could actually use some work. 24 hours Mr. Beast, obviously anything with Mr. Beast is gonna get clicks. Art of storytelling and view retention, this could actually be much better. I think this is actually pretty bad. I think like the graph is definitely helping, but you know, I think this is definitely bad. I don't know. There's actually a pretty bad. I'm actually getting some pretty bad examples here. Yeah, this one. What a YouTuber editor with 5 billion views can teach. You know, it's very extreme. Like, delete this. Like, we don't even know what he's putting. It's just like some random thing in the timeline and the freaking editing. Or like this, Patty. I think Patty has been like one. This guy has been like super crazy with it, but he loves having like the graphs, and it's just like his titles are very extreme, right? He changed YouTube, the viral secret, viral genius, the man who broke YouTube. Like, he didn't break YouTube. What does that even mean? The kid who broke YouTube. I don't even know who that is. 4 million subscribers in 3 months. I'm sorry. I mean, that's rich coming from me. But it's just like more views than Mr. Beast, the man who beat YouTube, the man who beat YouTube. Okay, some of the things are pretty repetitive. But it's like, that's the thing, right? You know, all of this is like very repetitive content. And like, the thing is, it works. You know, you look at like their views, and you know, every time they put Mr. Beast, it's like, it's crazy views. But you know, they have very extreme titles, right? How Mr. Beast made YouTube's greatest video, you know, something like that. It's like, is it actually YouTube's greatest video? Like, and at the beginning of a video, you're supposed to hook people in, and then also deliver on your clickbait or whatever. Like, for example, are you doing this? Like, am I doing what? What is the clickbait? Is like, oh, am I doing this in editing? So like, oh, am I doing this in my latest editing? Is Master Hand again? And am I doing that? I don't know. But if I click on it, you know, he's gonna have to tell me what I'm doing wrong pretty fast, or else I'm gonna click off the video. So, you know, it's interesting. You know, it's something like that. And there's a lot of there's a lot that goes into it. I do want to also take a look at one other channel. I don't actually watch Moist Critical. He is somebody who talks about trends a lot, and that's like honestly one of the biggest, you know, thing that helps him get views. He's also very got like his own brand with like his white shirt and long hair. And all of my friends watch this guy. I don't really like watching him because most of his content talks about negative things that are happening, like drama or whatever. I hate that kind of stuff. I don't like really listening to it. But you know, this horrible show is finally over. What horrible show? And you look at a lot of his like thumbnails, and they're just like, they're not good, or they're not like, I don't know, I shouldn't say they're not good, because like they're fine. But it's like, that's literally just his face. This is painful, underrated, but it's like, it's because he's like grown. He's like at a state where it's like anybody like wants to hear what he has to say or whatever. Because like all my friends, like they'll be like, oh, they'll see this, they'll watch it. But if I do the exact same thing, like 2 views, because obviously like I'm a nobody on YouTube. And you know, you go through his channel, it's just like so many of these things are just like, what does this even mean? Like, the best demo I've ever played, I don't even know what this is. I literally have no idea what this is. Like, this looks like a video that like if we were to go on like gaming, and then we were to just like, you know, filter last hour, boom, like, I don't know, this, like any of these. Why are there so many weather forecasts? What? I'm saying gaming. Okay, I literally have like no good examples. It's all like shorts content. But you know, you look at a thumbnail like this, like Roblox, wow, crazy. And you think about how much effort they put into like, you know, posing the character, drawing the outline, putting this in here, putting Roblox logos. Like, it's pretty simple, but you know, it's good. It's like, you know, it's Roblox content, you know, community Roblox gaming, you know exactly what it is. But then you look at like, you know, the Moist Critical video or whatever, and it's just like, huh? This looks like a video that should get 2 views, but like, you know, it's by him, and he says best demo I've ever played. So it's just like, okay, well, you know, Moist Critical has got some words to say. You like this guy, so you want to see what he has to say about the demo. Like, what game is it? You know, should I try this game? He's good. He's good at YouTube. And you know, this is the kind of stuff that I'm trying to learn right now, because I'm trying to come up with a balance, right? Because I don't want to go like too far into like the sphere of just like, you know, clickbait, you know, generic mainstream. Because I'm not trying to be like a Mr. Beast. Like, these are people who are giving advice to people who like want to grow their channel, like the objectively correct way. And you know, they always talk about people like saying, oh, I don't want to do it that way. Like, I shouldn't do it that way. And then once they did it that way, they were thanking me. You know, maybe I'm in that sort of state where I just don't want to do it. But there are some things in YouTube that I just don't want to do. And you know, I'm trying to like find a good balance. It's like where I should do the things that you don't want to do. They literally said in one of like a tip video that I saw to be like, do the things you don't want to do. And I was like, okay, sure. Maybe I can actually try some of that. So it's just like, I'm trying to find a bit of a balance around something like that. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I've been watching, and it feels like very mainstream, very, I don't know, like it feels like the type of content that I typically really wouldn't watch. But now I'm trying to like watch it just to kind of see, you know, what's it's all about, you know? And like, look, there's so many of this kind of stuff, dude. There's so like editing hacks to go by, like this vidIQ, they make some interesting content, like steal these editing hacks to go viral. And Hover Hook is like, oh, you got the best. I actually don't know who these two people are, but you got Mr. Beast, and you know, that's a good title and thumbnail combination. But like for me, it feels too mainstream, I guess. I don't know. And like they're really good. Like this YouTube update literally impacts everyone. You know, Mr. Beast exposes YouTube copycats. This next monetization update impacts everyone on YouTube. You know, it's just very like AI can ruin your channel. It's just like, it's very extreme, and you have to deliver on like this sort of clickbait stuff like immediately, like within the first 10 seconds, or else people are gonna like click off the video. And you know, they do make good content. I've seen a few of their videos. Yeah, nothing against any of the people that I'm looking at here. I mean, like, my content is like so much worse. Like, come on now, what even is this? But you know, that's just the kind of stuff that I've been looking at recently. I thought it'd be kind of fun to go over with you all, and just kind of see like where I've been at. And I've been really focusing on like increasing the quality of my work. I've been like, you know, here's my editing and stuff, and like this is like kind of like the first draft. I still got like a lot more to go, but I'm working hard on it, and you know, I'm hoping, you know, it's gonna be like a good video, and I'm focusing on quality over quantity, and kind of seeing where that's gonna take me. So yeah, that's I guess that's what I've been doing a lot recently. I've only really touched the surface, honestly, but I think what I'm like been doing recently is just I'm just kind of looking at like titles and thumbnails, and you know, looking at the packaging and presentation of each one. You know, like this is a good one. You know, Jane Animations surrounded by all the funny little plushies. It's like, oh, I want to see all of the plushies, all 1 hour and 20 minutes of all the plushies. You know, there's certainly going to be a lot of plushies if there's all of them. And you just kind of look at all this content and titles and thumbnails. And I'm just like, I've been studying titles and thumbnails recently. It feels like something that I just never really thought too hard about, because like titles and thumbnails, people always say, is like they make the video, then most people make the title and thumbnail afterward. I've been doing that. But what you should be doing is thinking about the title and thumbnail first, thinking about how to package and present the video, and then sell it to your viewers as like an interesting idea. And you know, I'm just thinking of like, you know, this is good, but I don't know. I'm just like trying to get caught in there, because I know a couple of times, like I said, I do still think this is probably like following this format, at least like the format that works. This is still probably one of my greatest videos. I knew this video was gonna pop off because fans made a better video game than Disney. You know, it's got the good title and thumbnail. The thumbnail is like not overly complex. It's very simple. You know, there's not like any like weird lines or anything. Like this is a mediocre thumbnail. But you know, one thing that I did like about this is that I was like, hey, remember this game? I probably could have done a much better job than this. Now I think about it. Now watch this, boom. And it's like, remember this game that Disney made and how garbage it was? Now here's this, and I've already met the viewers' expectations, where it's just like 5 seconds in, you can already see the bad Disney game and how much better this one is. It was like a bit of a highlight reel for like what the rest of the video was. And that was it. That was it. It's like boom, boom, boom. Whoa, that looks so much cooler. Like you actually see your characters moving around, fighting bugs and stuff. Whereas in the original, it just looked like, it looks so nasty, dude. Like, look at this. I mean, obviously it's a low quality, but like, so that's why it looks nasty. But it like looks extra. Just, yeah, look at this, dude. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. But then you like look at this, and it's just like there's so much charm. Like even like Matt Brawley, the creator of Amphibia, made the title screen, and I knew this video was gonna be good. I knew it was a good video. Obviously, like everything afterwards is like meh. You know, it seems like a lot of people didn't really care to watch to the end, but you know, up until this, it was pretty good. Because this is just like an extra stage and like extras and combos, credits. But, you know, people were pretty interested, and I think that video got like good views because of it. So yeah, again, that's the kind of stuff I've just been looking at on YouTube. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of look through the kind of content that I watch, content that I am watching, even though it's not the content that I really like to look at. I don't know. I thought it'd be a fun video, very laid back. This video definitely goes against what all these people are teaching me, but I thought it would be just a fun video to kind of put out there. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.